Benefits podcast with our host, Tom Quigley of ClaimLinks. Tom, today's topic is HSA. First of all, I don't even know what that acronym means. So tell us what HSA is, the history of it, etc.
It's called a health savings account. And it allows anyone who has a qualified health plan to put money in a separate account. Banks operate, and you throw money in each year, and you can use the money goes in pre-tax and it comes out tax-free if you use it for eligible medical expenses. You own the money, it rolls over, and it can earn interest. If you don't use it for medical expenses, it becomes a IRA down the road, and you would pay taxes on non-eligible medical expenses.
So how do you set up an HSA?
Literally, you can do it online. There's all kinds of banks online. One of them, HSAbank.com. You go on and set up an account, and they literally send you a card, a debit card that you use when you go to if you have money in your account. So they set it all up for you.
And this HSA is what an individual does, correct?
An individual can, or a company can set it up where they're putting money into the account on behalf of the employees, which is a mistake. I would never recommend that, because a medical expense reimbursement plan is a vehicle for employers to fund employees, because they only pay if it happens. Once you put money into the HSA as an employer, it's gone. It's the employee's money. They have no say or control.
So it's a different situation. It's like you put money into a bank, basically. And
Right.
so let's say, okay, I know I'm going to spend like $10,000 in healthcare this year. And and we're going to dive deeper into more strategies and things like that, because it's so helpful, but knowing you need a professional, the team at ClaimLinks, to do this, but it's also interesting to learn this process. Basically, you set up your HSA account, you go in and let's say it's 2026, say I'm going to end up spending $20,000 in healthcare for that year.
You have limits. You can only put in X amount as a single and X amount as a child or family. It's only a 2-tier system.
What is the total amount you can put in?
I'm not sure this year. I think if you're over 55, you get catch-up provisions, but somewhere around 4,000, I believe, for a single, right around 8 maybe for a family.
Okay.
You can just go in and type in Google 2026 maximum health savings accounts contributions, and whatever it is.
And what is the benefit of setting up an HSA?
The benefit is you're buying lower cost insurance premiums, because you can't have any benefits underneath a certain threshold, $1,500. So that means that the only thing that you can have is preventative coverage. So no co-pays, nothing until you hit that dollar amount. And then the HSA plan pays 80 or 100%, whatever it's set up to do. And the insurance company, you still have the same, you have an insurance product, but it's designated as a health savings account.
Okay. But still, the individual puts that money in knowing what's going to be over the threshold after the deductible.
They can start off low, and as money grows, go higher each year. So the whole premise is most people don't use it. You can also buy supplemental insurance to cover part of the risk, and that's you're able to do, and you can just keep growing that health savings account. The smart people don't even take it out. They keep all their documents for how much the medical is, and they let that grow. And when they retire, they take out the first 20 or 30,000 tax free, because there's no cap or limit when you have to take the money out.
Okay, that's quite interesting, because when I think about this, I thought it was something different. So ultimately, you have to really be a forecaster in so many ways, right? What you're going to how much you're going to spend in healthcare after deductibles.
Not really. You put in max. So you put in the max of what you can put in for the HSA contributions each year. What you're thinking of is what's called a flexible spending account.
Okay.
And it's the limits this year. I looked it up, 4,400 for a single, and a family's 8,750. And then you can put in another 1,000 if you're over the age of 55 or bad. And you can put in a total or catch up if you're over 55, 10,750.
Okay.
You keep adding that in, throwing that in each year, it adds up, plus you're earning interest.
And there's tax advantages to this, right?
Oh, it's pre-tax, don't it? So it's a 100% write-off, and any eligible expenses they outline in publication 502 of the IRS, those are eligible expenses that you can use HSA dollars for that are tax-free.
I see. So that's when you go and say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I want to purchase this, and this is an HSA ability, but you have to reach first your deductible, correct?
Yeah, like when I had a medical expense reimbursement plan for my family when I was a C Corp, and literally I got to write my hot tub off because I had a shoulder issue.
So it's putting this money in tax-free, knowing you're going to earn this potentially in some sort of way and be able to write that off at the end of the year.
It's a beautiful vehicle. Quite frankly, it's the only way to buy insurance or for individuals.
And I see what you're saying. So I get what you're saying. So you can't write off, the deductible can't be used for the HSA. It's after you go through the deductible.
No, you can use the HSA proceeds to pay for that deductible. You can't purchase from the insurance company co-pays, office visits, but anything. So the whole premise is that you're using your HSA dollars to pay for the deductible so that you can't double dip.
I got it. Okay. So now it makes sense. There's no way in hell you're going to get over this deductible. So you go and put the maximum amount into an HSA and then say, and if you're a business, let's say a small business that can't do much, and they're basically, it's their family and it's their business, right? Then they say, okay, I'm going to go to the max in an HSA. And then I'm going to basically know I'm going to spend all that in healthcare. And that will cover a lot of the things that I would have had to spend that was before the deductible. But co-pays aren't allowed in a plan like that?
No, because again, they limit the products you can buy.
So everything has to be a deductible. Got it.
Other than preventative.
But you'll end up winning in taxes at the end.
Yeah, it's a total win-win for you.
Yeah, okay. Very interesting. And that process of setting up an HSA, so there are specific companies.
Online, you can do it in 2 minutes.
Really? Wow. But then you have to put all the money in at once, correct?
Oh, you open the account and you can fund it as you go. You just can't use money if you go into the dog hospital and have a $2,000 bill and you don't have any money in your HSA. You don't have any HSA benefit, but you can put the $2,000 in before you pay it, so it's pre-tax.
Oh, okay.
And so once open it right this week, put in the contributions for 25 and then do it again for 26. So they throw 8,800 as a single in right away.
This is pretty wild situation, Tom, because that really can help you on the tax side of things as an HSA. And we're going to talk about the FSA in the next podcast. But HSA, businesses can do this as well with claim links, right? But you don't recommend it.
The owners, of course, an LLC is anyone not eligible to participate in what's called a Section 125, or for as an owner who has 2% or more ownership, they absolutely should be doing a health savings account. The other people who should they should have an option on their medical expense plan that has an HSA qualified plans for the employees that understand it. They should be doing it.
But what's cool about an HSA is anything that is earmarked HSA can be used to purchase tax-free.
Right.
Wow. Very powerful. So if you're into the alternative medicine and you're into all these different things and you know that it could be potentially
use your HSA account to pay for it.
But it has to be the company has to have the earmark for HSA.
Not the company, but the person who opens up the account is the one who is responsible to use and the companies on their debit card only allow purchases made that are eligible HSA.
I got it. So you don't have to put all $10,000 or $8,000 or $6,000 in, but if you know of big bills coming up, you throw it right into the HSA.
You got it.
It truly is. And then what's the big deal about copays? That's going to do nothing.
Well, because I'm 57. I grew up in the copay era. Our parents' plans had copays. Both my parents are school teachers, so they had these excellent health plans, and everything was a copay. So we all grew up thinking copay. And copays make 0 cents. It's the way the insurance companies and agents make more commissions and premium.
Wow. All right. The best place people can go and schedule a call with Tom today, especially if they're interested and intrigued. And you know what? You're an individual. You guys work with individuals too. So you can help them in this process, can't you, at Claim Links?
I routinely go on hsabank.com and I literally have them sign up right then and there on a Zoom call.
Oh, wow. And you can walk them through, because again, it's not as easy as you think. Tom is just a genius in so many ways when it comes to, as a healthcare concierge, consultant, being able guru, and that's what he's able to do. So go to claimlinks.com and schedule a call with Tom today. Appreciate it, Tom.
No
that
problem.
was the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Cutting Edge Benefits Podcast, guys.